I'm here in the Thar Desert, and this is the biggest inland salt lake in all of India. This is pretty much as remote as I've ever been in my life, and I'm gonna be spending the next 24 hours here by myself, so we're gonna see how it goes. I think I see water in the distance. Turns out it's just a mirage or whatever you call it. It's pretty hot, but because it's wide open, it is super windy, which is good. But the sun is beaming down, but I'm glad I bought this hat that I have. So I'm gonna walk towards the middle and try to find a campsite that looks relatively safe. The ground right here is kind of wet, so I don't know if it rained recently or if this is just from the high tide. There is absolutely nothing for miles. I'm more excited about what it's gonna look like at night because it's gonna be beautiful. The sky's gonna be clear. I can't wait for that. So for this trip, I am quite prepared. I have a chair. I have my own tent. I'll set it up here in a while. I'm trying to find a camp spot. Over there in the distance, I can see some water. So I don't want to camp too close to the water. I think maybe around here is a good spot. Because like I said, I've never been here before. I have no idea how far the water comes. So I don't want to be too close to the water and wake up in the middle of the night inside a lake. What I'm gonna do, I think, maintain a safe distance from the water that I see over there. So right here is where I decided to set up my camping spot. I do need to get out of the sun. The only thing I have is this and my tent, but I don't think it's a good idea to be sitting inside of a tent when the sun is beaming outside. But for now, I need to set up the tent, and we'll see how it goes. The craziest thing is how quiet it is here. You don't really get to experience that unless you're in the mountains or something, but this is rare. Out in the desert, there's no one to make any noises, no traffic, nothing like that. So it's different for a change, but I'm burning up. I don't have any sunscreen, so I'm gonna get the tent set up right quick and stop wasting time. It's done. Only took forever. The wind is crazy. I had to stake it down for it to even hold. But let's go and put my stuff in there and I'll see you guys then. Tell you what, set up my tent, but it's like a sauna in there because of the sun. So there's no way I'm gonna sit inside the tent. So I'm gonna have to sit out here for most of the day until it cools down until later. I'm glad I have this chair to sit on, because if I didn't have this chair, I don't know what I would do. I'd have to sit on the floor or something. It is already pretty dang hot. I only have 3 water bottles and one of them is almost halfway done. I hope that's gonna be enough. I think I can make it work. 3 water bottles, because I also need to cook. I'll show you what I brought in my bag. I think a little while later, we'll go over there to the lake. I don't think I would be able to get too far. It's not very deep. It just gets mucky. It's crazy because we're in the desert and it almost feels like a beach a little bit. But yeah, it's pretty hot. My brains are being fried right now. And if it wasn't for the wind, it will be a lot crazier, trust me. The wind makes it a little bit more tolerable. I guess there's not much to do except chill out and maybe make some food and maybe make some brunch. Because I'm already kind of exhausted from driving here and then having to walk all the way out here with all this gear. It was not fun, but finally made it, and now I just get to relax and enjoy the quiet, calm desert. It's actually not that bad. If it wasn't for the heat, it's not that bad. I'm gonna chill out for a bit and then we're gonna get to lunch. Whoa, tent's going up. Man, the wind out here is crazy. If I didn't have the tent staked down, it was impossible to control it without staking it down before I could even get my stuff in there. Look at how crooked that tent looks. That's because of the wind. The wind is so crazy that it's pushing the tent that way and it looks crooked. We're far, far away from the closest village or people. There's absolutely nobody here. All right, I've been here for a while. Now I'm getting hungry. I was just walking around trying to see if I can find something interesting, but there's nothing here. It's just empty. Up ahead, I've seen a little bit of a circle. I don't know what that is. Let's see if we have stumbled across a cult worship site or something. Looks like it's just donuts. Somebody is out here doing donuts. There's one over there. People like to drive around here, and I guess it's a good place to speed or do whatever you want, get crazy. I thought it was gonna be a cult worship spot. It's not that interesting, just some donuts. Speaking of donuts, I wish I had some donuts. But I do have something good. Let me show you. Let's bust out the lunch. So let me show you what I have for food here. I got a bag of marshmallows. These are gonna be good. I think I might have some right now and have some for dinner. Got some wet wipes, spicy chicken cup noodles, which is all busted up. I have top ramen, more top ramen, chocolate powder to make some hot chocolate later. There's some coffee. So that's all I have. So for now, I think I'm gonna make some noodles. I do have a cooking stove that I haven't really used. I don't have much experience using it, but we're gonna learn today. So let's take a look at the cooking gear and see what we have. I got my fuel, my gas. This is the stove that goes on top of the thing, and that's it. That's the whole thing. So this is the top part. You screw this onto this. You take this lid off, and then you have a little screw mount over here. If you go camping and hiking, you probably know all this. Now you can put stuff on top of it, start cooking, and this is how you control the amount of gas going through. And it has a built-in lighter right here And then I have this. I bought this thinking that this is like a cooking cup, but when I tried cooking in it, it turned all black and blue. And this is what it looks like after trying it out for the first time. So I'm not convinced if this is for cooking, but this is all I have. All right, let's cook. I can't even see the flame. This is gonna be harder than I thought. Because of the wind, I can't even see the flame on the stove, so it's not going up. If I can't get the stove to work, I pretty much have nothing to eat. So I'm gonna try again to get this going. So I hear it going, but you don't see anything. So I'm gonna pour water into this insulated cup and try to boil it. Now I'm down to 2 water bottles. All right, it's going. People who camp are probably laughing at me right now because of this insulated cup. But I got scammed by the person who was selling me, the shop that I went to buy all this gear. I asked them for a cooking cup and that's what they gave me. So I know this is gonna take forever to boil this water because I tried it the first time and it took a long time. At least the wind has died down a little bit, so it's a little easier for the flame, I think. There's definitely a spider on me because I'm seeing these webs everywhere. It's trying to capture me like Spider-Man. Man, everything is so hot. My camera's hot, I'm hot, the tent is hot, my phone's hot. Everything except this water is hot. So we have some boil action going. You can see some bubbles forming on the bottom. I'm not gonna wait for an actual boil because I'm hungry. I think it's warm, so it's good enough. I'm gonna go ahead and pour that water into the cup noodles. Oh, come on. Oh! We got a splurt of... I don't see any forks. There's no fork. It says fork inside, but there's no fork. I got scammed by the noodles company, the cup noodles. They don't have any fork in there. I don't know how I'm gonna eat it now because I don't have a fork to eat it with. I use a piece of cloth to pick up the water. And let's pour it into the cup noodles. There you go. That's the worst looking noodles I've ever seen in my life. It's not even enough water and there's no fork. I don't know how I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna have to figure something out, but I do need some energy, so I think I'm gonna bust out those marshmallows and start with that. There you go. No need to cook these. So these are Haribo Camellos. Haribo Camellos. Hopefully these are good because I don't think the noodles are gonna be good at all. Plus I can't eat them. Whew. Easy to open, I appreciate that. A lot of the snacks in India, they're so hard to open that it's almost impossible to open them. Ooh, soft, nice pink marshmallow. Mmm. Oh my God, that was really good. This is survival food right here, guys. I'm surviving on marshmallows. I got played by cup noodles. Even though it says forks inside, there's no fork inside. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these noodles. How am I gonna eat them? I don't have anything that I could use as a fork. I'm actually having to drink these cup noodles. I remember you used to come with forks. Cup noodles, you have me out here drinking my noodles out of the cup in the desert. It's not that bad. I mean, it's kind of like a soup at this point. That's the end of cup noodles. Finished it. All I have is garbage in there. But I am feeling a lot better because I have some food in me, some marshmallows, some chicken cup noodles with no fork that I had to eat with my fingers. Man, it is not easy. I actually thought I was quite well prepared for this challenge, but I guess not because I messed up on the cup. This is not a cooking cup. The guy that was helping me there told me that this is a cooking cup, but it's obviously not a cooking cup. And I was dumb enough to not pay attention to why it was so thick. But now it seems obvious. It's tough out here in the desert. It's not easy. Because it's so hot, I need to drink a lot of water. I'm down to 1.5 cups. I think this should last me for now, but we'll see. I want to save at least 1 cup of water for the morning so I can have some coffee, and then once I get out of here, I can go get more water and find more food. It's about 4:30 now. The sun's going down and it's already getting cooler. I can feel it. But man, it's tough. It is tough. The afternoon was so harsh. All I could do just sit there and just cover myself up from the sun, but it was so hot. It was really uncomfortable, but it was also kind of enjoyable at the same time. It's super cool to be in a place like this, especially in India, because everything is like so hectic and close together, and out here is like quiet and nothing for miles. I don't think I need the hat anymore, but it's feeling nice. The weather's getting a lot better now. I'm looking forward to the night. I want to see the night sky out here. It's going to be crazy. There's no city lights nearby. There's not going to be any light pollution. The sky's going to be clean and clear. According to the weather app, it's going to be clear tonight, clear conditions, which is perfect for me. I'm not going to be stuck in a storm or something. I mean, can you imagine being stuck in a storm out here? Man, you don't want to be out here, trust me. So that's it for now. I'm just going to wait for dinner. The food disappointed me, but I think I'll survive. It's about 6 o'clock and the sun is going to set in about 40 minutes. It's a lot more pleasant now towards the evening than it was in the afternoon. It was brutal in the afternoon. If it wasn't for the wind, it would have been so much worse, but the wind kind of made it okay. It was not too bad, and I had a chair. I was sitting right by my tent. But for now, I think I'm going to set up the interior of my tent. So we're going to set up the sleeping mat and all that stuff, and I'm going to show you what else I have in my backpack. So let's go ahead and do that. So this is the sleeping mat that I'm going to be using. It's pretty compact. I mean, it folds down to like nothing. So let's set this up. I'm gonna have to blow in one of these and then blow it up so I can use it. This is gonna take a while. There you go. So that's what it looks like. Nice and comfy. I can put all my stuff here, which is pretty much here, and whatever's laying outside. I didn't want to wait until it gets dark to set all this up because it's a hassle in the dark. And I also want to close this tent down because there's so many spiders and bugs around here that I don't want any of them to get in. So I'm going to close the tent now. I still don't know if I'm going to need my sleeping bag, but I still have one in case I need it. If not, I'll just use it as an extra layer of cushion or something. So there you go. Tent is secure and ready for the night. Man, look at this view. The sun is about to set behind me and it looks so gorgeous. This time right now makes all of the sitting in the sun all day worth it to me. It was worth sitting there in the sun for what, 8 hours now or something? There are snakes in this area, so that's something I have to watch out for, but I don't think they're gonna come out this far. I mean, they're probably over there in the hills or something. That's pretty far. I don't think they're coming out. And those hills right there, they look like they're not that far, but trust me, I had to walk all the way there. It's really far. This is the perfect time for the desert. It's so pleasant right now. It's beautiful. The sun has set behind the camera. It's just amazing. So there's my little tent, my home, my hotel room for today. So it's gonna be a good night as long as I don't get ambushed by a tiger or leopard or wild dogs or something. I'm inside the tent right now and it's so hot. Look at how much I'm sweating. That's how hot it is in here. I kind of want to put this sleeping pad outside and sleep outside, but there's so many bugs. I don't think I'll be able to get any sleep at all. Hopefully it cools down later, which I think it will a little bit, but right now it's no fun. It's no party, that's for sure. Good morning. It was a rough night, man. I can't say I slept very good. I kept being woken up by all these birds and stuff. I didn't know birds were so active here at night, but it sounded like they were all around my tent, surrounding it, but I don't see anything now. What a beautiful morning today. We still have the moon out up there. Right here. Unfortunately, all my batteries are dead. My power bank is dead. I barely have enough water. I have a little bit of battery left on my camera. Right here is all the water I have left. And I want to make survival mocha. And I'll show you how to make a survival mocha. Unfortunately, I have my trash bag out here, which has blown away in the wind. And I see that a little trash scattered all over there. So I'm going to go get all that, because I don't want to leave that here. So let's go get it. All right, this is mine. This is mine. This is mine. And this is mine. That's it. I should have kept it inside my tent, but I forgot. So last night my tent was being blown by the wind over here. The wind was coming in from this direction, and my tent was initially facing that way towards that hill over there. But at night it was so windy and it was really strong that it started to almost topple my tent over. So I had to get out in the middle of the night and readjust it, unstake them, and then turn it around this way so that it's facing the wind. I'm orange now, which means the sun is out, so it's time to make the survival mocha. So here's what you need for the survival mocha. You need preferably a little bit more water than this. You need some drinking chocolate and some instant coffee. So it's pretty simple to follow. You just pour the coffee into your bottle, you shake it up a little bit. There you go, that's what it looks like. We're not done yet. Now we're gonna add the chocolate to it. So let's add the chocolate. You can add however much you want. Okay, I'm covered in chocolate. That was a disaster. And then you just shake the bottle. And that's what it looks like. That's your survival mocha. It's actually better than I expected. It's not bad. That's all the water I had, and my battery could die at any moment on this camera. So I'm gonna get out of here once I hit that 24-hour mark, which is gonna be in about 4 hours. So that's gonna be it for the desert survival video, and I'll see you in the next adventure.